Did you know how Cyrus the Great mysteriously died and what happened afterward to the greatest empire of his time? In the previous video, we explored Cyrus the Great's remarkable conquests from Babylon to the shores of the Mediterranean. If you haven't watched that yet, I highly recommend seeing it first. It will make this episode even more engaging. Hello and welcome to the Happy Voyager channel, where we explore history in a simple and enjoyable way. If you enjoy this content, please support us by liking the video and subscribing to our channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos. In this episode, we'll uncover the mysterious end of Cyrus the Great and the turbulent times that followed his passing. So stay with me until the end. The death of Cyrus the Great, the founder of the Achaemenid Empire and one of history's most influential rulers, has always been a controversial and mysterious subject. This great commander, who expanded the borders of his empire from the Iranian plateau to Babylon, Egypt, and the shores of the Mediterranean Sea, vanished from historical records under enigmatic circumstances. Historians and ancient sources provide various accounts of his death, which remain subjects of historical debate to this day. One of the most famous accounts comes from the Greek historian Herodotus, who describes Cyrus's death occurring in battle against the fierce Massagetae tribe, a powerful people living to the northeast of his empire under the leadership of their queen Damaris. According to this narrative, Cyrus initially achieved victories but was ultimately defeated in a decisive battle near the Darya River, also known as the Jaxartes. Herodotus further mentions that Queen Damaris, seeking revenge, ordered Cyrus's severed head to be placed into a container filled with blood, symbolically quenching his thirst for power. In contrast to this dramatic version, other ancient sources, including Ctesias, another Greek historian, offer a different perspective. They argue that Cyrus did not die in battle, but rather succumbed to natural causes, possibly illness. These historians emphasize that there is insufficient credible evidence to support claims of a violent death and suggest that he likely passed away due to old age or illnesses resulting from his numerous military campaigns. In addition to these two main hypotheses, some modern scholars have also proposed the possibility of an internal conspiracy within the Achaemenid court. This theory suggests that powerful nobles close to Cyrus, concerned by his expanding authority and influence, may have orchestrated his demise. However, this perspective lacks the strong historical documentation that supports the previously mentioned theories. Regardless of how Cyrus died, the true significance lies in the aftermath of his passing and its profound impact on the Achaemenid Empire's future. An empire that had, until then, relied heavily on the unique charisma and leadership of Cyrus now faced its first significant power vacuum. Losing such a powerful and charismatic leader plunged the empire into a turbulent period, marked by increasing internal conflicts and instability, presenting new challenges for subsequent rulers. These events set the stage for Cambyses, Cyrus's son and successor, to seize power and guide the empire along a new, tumultuous path, a story we'll continue exploring next. After the death of Cyrus the Great, his son Cambyses succeeded him as the ruler of the Achaemenid Empire, a personality quite different from his father, known historically for his ambition, ruthlessness, and violent temperament. Unlike Cyrus, who governed with compassion, diplomacy, and wisdom, and always tried to treat conquered peoples with respect, Cambyses was impulsive, aggressive, and decisively authoritarian. Ancient historians such as Herodotus described him as a ruler who preferred force and domination over diplomacy, a stark contrast to his father's approach. Immediately upon ascending to power, Cambyses set his sights on Egypt, an ancient civilization famed for its immense wealth and strategic importance. Conquering Egypt would significantly strengthen the position of the Achaemenid Empire on the world stage. Cambyses' ambition to conquer Egypt had several motivations, including gaining access to its abundant resources, legendary riches, and controlling vital Mediterranean trade routes. Additionally, he sought to neutralize potential threats from powerful civilizations that might later challenge the Achaemenid Empire. Egypt's strategic geographical location and fertile lands had always made it an appealing target for major powers, and Cambyses was determined to incorporate this valuable territory into his empire. In 525 BCE, Cambyses led a large, well-equipped army across the Sinai Desert toward Egypt. At the Battle of Pelusium, he decisively defeated the Egyptian forces commanded by Pharaoh Psamtik III, swiftly pushing into the heartland of Egypt. His army then marched towards Memphis, the Egyptian capital, which quickly fell under his control. The capture of Memphis and the acquisition of its immense treasures marked a significant victory and achievement for Cambyses. He subsequently established Egypt as a new satrapy, province of the Achaemenid Empire, and implemented strict and firm control over this newly conquered territory. The conquest of Egypt by Cambyses not only enhanced the empire's wealth and power, but also greatly boosted the prestige of the Achaemenids across the ancient world, firmly establishing their authority. However, Cambyses' early success and boundless ambition soon triggered significant challenges that would eventually reshape his fate and that of the empire itself. Internal unrest and the gradual erosion of his authority marked the beginning of a turbulent new chapter, which we will explore thoroughly in the next part. Although the conquest of Egypt initially marked the peak of Cambyses' power and seemed to solidify the dominance of the Achaemenid Empire, signs of crisis and instability soon began to emerge. While Cambyses was busy establishing control in the distant lands of Egypt, various parts of the empire plunged into chaos and unrest due to his prolonged absence and the resulting central power vacuum. Dissatisfaction with Cambyses' harsh rule, along with a lack of competent administration capable of managing such a vast territory, triggered rebellions and turmoil throughout the empire. Amid this confusion, a mysterious figure known historically as the False Bardiya seized the opportunity. He falsely claimed to be Bardiya, the younger brother of Cambyses, and declared himself the legitimate ruler of Persia. Many dissatisfied provinces and satraps, weary of Cambyses' severe governance, quickly rallied around this new claimant. With the support of powerful courtiers and discontented citizens, the False Bardiya rapidly gained influence, becoming a significant threat to Cambyses' reign. News of the rebellion and Bardiya's claims swiftly reached Cambyses in Egypt, causing him profound anxiety. Realizing the gravity of the threat, Cambyses urgently decided to return to Persia to reassert control. However, during this challenging journey back home, unforeseen events dramatically altered his fate. Ancient historians, including Herodotus, describe Cambyses' death as mysterious and enigmatic. Some accounts suggest he died from an accidental wound inflicted by his own sword, while others propose the possibility of assassination or conspiracy. The underlying causes of Cambyses' downfall extended far beyond the rebellion of the False Bardiya. His ruthless personality, impulsive decisions, and inability to effectively govern his expansive empire had already set the stage for crisis. Furthermore, his distrust toward close advisors, along with harsh and erratic behavior, severely undermined his support among the populace and the court. These factors, combined with widespread rebellions and instability, ultimately weakened the foundations of his rule, leading to his eventual demise. With Cambyses' death, the Achaemenid Empire entered a new and transformative era, an era marked by the rise of Darius the Great and the dawn of a significant new chapter in Persian history. In this video, we explored the mysterious and controversial story of Cyrus the Great's death, witnessing how his passing plunged the mighty Achaemenid Empire into serious challenges and crises. We also discussed Cambyses, his successor, and saw how his ambitious conquest of Egypt initially increased the empire's power and prestige, yet ultimately led to rebellions, turmoil, and even Cambyses' own mysterious demise. But this isn't the end of the story. In the next video, we'll delve into one of the greatest and most significant eras of Achaemenid history, the reign of Darius the Great, a king who elevated the empire to its peak of power and magnificence, marking a remarkable new chapter in history. Be sure to share your thoughts about this video in the comments below. If you enjoyed this episode, please support us by hitting the like button, and to make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. Thank you for joining me until the end of this video. I'll be back soon with the next exciting chapter of our historical journey.